Hello, and Guten Tag. With this video, I want to start my playthrough of the MW5 Mercenaries DLC, Rise of the, and I'm gonna add cringe to insult and pronounce this slightly German, Rasalhague. And yeah, I really love this game, and I'm kind of stoked. I almost missed this DLC. I don't know why, but I really missed the release, and now I'm gonna catch up. 700 years ago, the Principality of Rasalhague was conquered by the Draconis Combine and turned into what is known today as the Rasalhague Military District. For centuries, the natives of the RMD have been oppressed and ostracized by the large Combine society. This open contempt of the region's indigenous population has bred a local independence movement known as the Tyre. They fight to liberate their people and resurrect the Principality of Rasalhague. It is now the year 3031. The Inner Sphere is reeling from the carnage of the recent Forced Succession War. House Devian and Steiner raced to assimilate hundreds of worlds recently conquered in the name of the Federated Commonwealth, including worlds the Tyre helped liberate during the House Steiners Operations Gotterdämmerung. Are they inciting Haus Steiner? Sie werden nicht beleidigen, Haus Steiner. Sie werden sich entschuldigen. I mean, baseball is fun, right? Sorry. After completing a garrison assignment on the Lyran Commonwealth's world of Kellenfold, you are approached by a new client who's in desperate need of your help. And flying over my start setup, this is a really powerful mech. I mean, this is awesome. This is some of the best of its class. Let's not talk too much. Let's enjoy the intro. Yes, new career.
In 2108, humanity began colonizing the stars. Their reach would eventually span a vast region of space known as the Inner Sphere. During its golden age, under the governance of the Star League, the Inner Sphere experienced unprecedented peace, prosperity, and technological advancement. But with a great rise comes a great fall. Beset by greed and mistrust, humanity splintered. The Star League crumbled. Technological advancement slowed. The great houses, each vying for supremacy, turned on one another, engaging in a series of conflicts known as the Succession Wars. Amidst this chaos, mercenaries became the proxy forces for the great houses. Numerous battlefields sprung up across the Inner Sphere, dominated by hulking war machines known as battle mechs. The year is now 3015, and these steel behemoths have become the tools of the mercenaries' trade. It's a lucrative time, yet one beset with perils of all kinds. Only the most skilled and brave among them will rise to become legend.
Alright, here we are. Hope you enjoyed the intro. It was the one of the base game, obviously. There will be, I think, maybe towards the DLC some also other clips regarding the DLC. But let's now jump into the career mode, basically. Career mode is an open-ended mercenary-focused experience. You are free to travel and explore the Inner Sphere as you please, running your mercenary company as you see fit. Conflict zones, industrial hubs, and quests from Nick's Cavalier campaigns are all accessible in this mode, but have been tuned to better reflect your chosen starting location. Additional career mode content also awaits you, such as new conflict zones, biomes, mechs, weapons, and equipment, and unique quests. Good luck, Commander. We're quickly gonna create our company, which his computer says no. And I think this sign perfectly reflects that. Yeah, before I forget it, if anybody would like to play this in co-op with me, I'd be down for that, so let me know if you're interested and also got the game. I really love this game, and as mentioned in other videos, I also love the Battletech universe, basically. I'm not totally fond with the lore, like, I didn't read the books or anything. Let's quickly have a look at the DLC. Commander, my name is Colonel Christian Mansdottir, CEO of the LCAF 1st Tyre Assault Regiment. We are a Special Operations Battle Mech Command sponsored by Ark and Steiner, primarily staffed with former Tyre Resistance patriots from the Rasalhague military district and those of Rasalhague decent living in the Lyran Commonwealth. Since our formation, we have served the LCFF with distinction. I am proud to say that during the Fourth Succession War, the first Tier were instrumental to the success of Operation Götterdämmerung, the Lyran offensive against the Draconis Combine that reclaimed a number of long-lost Lyran world and liberated multiple native Rasalhague systems from House Corita's clutches. Commander, I'm contacting you because I need your help. And right now I'm counting on your reliable reputation to help me with the task that must be done. I cannot say much in this transmission beyond that I am in need of your services. If you are willing to work with me and see my mission through to completion, I'll do whatever it takes to make this endeavor worth your while. This is all that I can say of this matter at the moment. I pray that it is enough for you to come to our aid. Please contact me sooner with your answer. Please contact me soon with your answer. I got 5 months remaining to accept this contract, so I'm gonna try to use them to set up my guys a little bit. Yeah, and basically like that, I'm just gonna quickly jump to the star map and have a look where I am. My basic plan is basically get a mission in, then repair and get some equipment. While doing that, then get another mission in, also do some more equipment search and basically maybe repairs. And maybe a third mission if everything goes kind of as planned, and then go for the DLC. I'm gonna do a first setup of my mechs now to not waste too much time. I'm just gonna do it and fly over it after I'm done. So
2 hours later.
Okay, and finally done with the preparational phase. Timing wise, this turned out perfectly. I got 2 days left to start the priority transmission. Preparational wise, this wasn't too great though. I mean, I got one more battle mech, or like I got one more battle mech I would like to have in form of the Hunchback 4G. But especially in the last mission, I did 3 of them overall. I took a lot of damage and lost a lot of money to that. And luckily not important equipment in any way, shape or form, just the basic stuff. But yeah, I'm in an industrial hub, basically just did the repairs. Or like started repairing. Oh, hold on, did I miss something? I got one of these bad boys already, so I'm not gonna buy another one. I still want to keep some of the cash in case I come across a good mech, because that's what I'm still missing, like something around 60 tons. Maybe a champion or something. I didn't really get like stuff I would like to have. I only got mechs I basically either had in form of the quick draw, or mechs I didn't want to have in form of the Zeus. I mean, the Archer is pretty good, but I don't want to have too many missile focused mechs, as the AI is not too great with them. Alright, but enough of the talking. Let's go. I already went over the mission briefing earlier, so let's skip that and depart. Commander, you are a godsend. Thank you for signing on to help us out. To put it bluntly, tensions are high and about to reach a breaking point. During the Fourth Succession Wars, the first Tier liberated systems in the name of the Lyran Commonwealth, under the promise that the Rasalhague natives of those systems would be allowed to take a more active role in the administration of our communities, rather than live as an oppressed ethnic majority as we were under House Corita's rule. Although the initial years of rebuilding under the rule of Lyran Commonwealth started promising, it has since deteriorated as more attention is placed on the upcoming Fatcore merger. You know, I definitely know how to spell that word inside my head, but my tongue doesn't work. I don't know. It must be the German tongue. It doesn't work. I don't know. After the war, the Ark enrolled the liberated Rasalhague worlds into the Dharma Pact, one of the 3 nations that form the Lyran Commonwealth and the nation that has historic ties to many of the liberated systems. Unfortunately, those ties are currently causing a great deal of anguish. Duke Kelswa has agreed to honor inherited noble titles, land grants and property deeds held by families with ties to the liberated systems prior to the Coritan conquest. Escalating tensions between the nobles returning to lay claim to what they see as their property and the Rasalhague inhabitants that held ownership of the same property for centuries under Coritan rule. This has caused everything from civil disobedience against Lyran nobles coming to press their inherited titles, to forced displacements of Rasalhague natives in the Kirchbach system. Things are getting particularly bad, which is why I need your help. After you have made all needed preparations, go to the system's jump point. I've taken the liberty of pre-booking your jump ship passage to Kirchbach. I'll explain more once you are in the system. Depart from Fatima. Durations 33 days. Let's go. Alright. Let's have a look at our mission briefing. Okay, we are working for the Independence. It's great to meet you, Commander. Thank you for coming. Over 200 years ago, during the... Oh my god, that's so much again. During the early succession wars, Kirchbach was conquered by the Draconess Combine. Many who feared the Combine's brutal reputation relocated deeper into the Lyran Commonwealth, abandoning homes, properties, and noble titles as they fled. Once conquered, the Draconess Combine forced the migration of millions of Rasalhague families to Kirchbach, leveraging them as cheap labor to clean up the devastating house Corita left in their wake. Now that Kirchbach has been returned to the Tama Pact, those with ancestral claims to properties that still exist within the system have returned to claim what they feel is rightfully theirs, with Duke Kelsoir's blessing. This brings them into direct conflict with the Rasalhague, families that have owned the same land for generations under Coritan rule. This mess was already FUBAR to begin with, but now Duke Kelsoir has thrown Inferno Gel on the entire situation by enlisting the services of a mercenary group known as the Götterdämmerung Society, former LCAF thugs and veterans of Operation Götterdämmerung that went mercenary to relive the glory days of the recent Fourth Succession Wars. And they do so by enforcing evictions, openly intimidating and, in some cases, physically assaulting the Rasalhague natives in the system. All while in plain view of me and my first tire, who all have direct ties to the Rasalhague community. My unit and I agree that we can no longer stand on the sideline and let this happen. But our hands are tied due to our allegiance to the Lyran Commonwealth. We cannot openly move against mercenaries hired by our liege lord without risking a firing squad, which is why I need your help. I want you to cripple the Götterdämmerung Society so they can no longer oppress the citizens of Kirchbach. I've recently come into possession of the IFF transponder codes for a local pirate group by the name of Blackenburg Beaters. I want you to mask your unit with their IFF frequency and cripple the Götterdämmerung in what will outwardly appear to be a pirate attack from known in-system hostiles. My second in command, Tor Miraborg, and I will monitor your progress live on comms and direct you as needed. Good hunting, Commander. And Götterdämmerung Society prides themselves as primarily a mobile armor and artillery unit, but do run a number of mechs as support. Taking the max assets out should give them enough of a black eye that they cannot further harass Kirchbach's Rasalhague citizenry. What I don't get about this is like they were huge in the Fourth Succession Wars, but only an artillery unit? No, never mind. Never mind. We're not gonna think about that much. This will basically my basic setup for all the missions. I'm always gonna take one Sibyl payout just to get a little bit more of the basic money. Mostly put everything into salvage to get good equipment and just a tad bit of damage coverage, because you just get more money like that than the base power out if you actually take damage, which happens more often than I like it to happen. We got 260 tons, so let's see, the Grasshopper is still being worked on, so maybe take in the Hunchback. The Awesome is also still being worked on, so probably gonna take the Thunderbolt. This pilot even is injured, great. That's what I meant, like the last mission was slightly catastrophe, but we still get this, I hope. Do I want that archer though? Do I have any better options? Not really. I mean, I could give him the quick draw. Then again... Nah. Looks good. Ah yeah, by the way, I used the color scheme of Rasalhague also. And yeah, quickly go over what actually I changed on the mechs. I basically didn't change too much. The basic thing I did on all the mechs is remove the jump jets, because I don't use them very often and I prefer to have a little bit more armor. And where I could, I placed in some better guns. These are being worked on still, but they in theory will have better guns soon. I also took one of the LRM-20s out on the Archer and replaced it with an LRM-15 to get some heat sinks in and some more ammo. And yeah, I mean, there's not too much that I did, because I didn't really get either equipment or mechs I would like to have had. But there's some stuff I did. For example, this one has this 4 wide bar nice AC-10, which will hopefully help us in the next mission. Let's go.
My unit fought and died in the Fourth Succession War to liberate the Rasalhague people from the abuse they suffered at the hands of House Kurita. But Duke Kelswa's hired goons, the Guten Tag Society, have come in and treated the Rasalhague natives of Kirchbach like
Guten Tag.
indentured servants.
Sorry.
I can no longer turn a blind eye to the Tamar Pact's treatment of my people, but I cannot move against the Society or Duke Kelswa openly. I need you to take the Guten Tag Society off the board, or the natives of Kirchbach will continue to suffer. Make a show of it as much as possible. I need this to look like a random pirate raid to avoid suspicion. Thor and I will be monitoring this operation remotely. Good luck, Commander.
We have incoming battle mechs. Gunspires identify them as the Blankenberg beaters. Lurkin killed while they were being assaulted by pirate forces. IFF codes appear to be doing their job.
A bit of good news for once. I'll take it.
Boom! Dead.
Sorry for laughing earlier, but it's not guter demo. Well, it's okay, it's okay. I mean, I'm not complaining. Don't get me wrong here. Just very funny for a native German speaker if they could pronounce it like that. But that's fine, that's fine. Okay, we got some easy to handle, hopefully, light mechs. I mean, the Wolfhounds are pretty powerful for their class, so should have focused that one a tad bit earlier, I guess. And also my shooting is not really on point right now. Gonna try to take out the other side also, or maybe I'm just gonna go for the center. There we go.
Affirmative. Commander target is
Also
now
tell my
priority.
buddies to focus that one out. Okay, he doesn't have any more weapons. Oh, he's gonna explode. I probably should get some distance.
Lance attack confirmed.
I'm a tad bit slow with the guns right now because I haven't actually played the Thunderbolt yet
Kill for me.
since I set it up, but yeah, it's fine, it's fine, we're fine. I totally like how this situation is unfolding. I took a lot of damage on the Hunchback though, which is really not good. Probably got hit in the back where the Hunchback has very little armor. And sometimes with the drop points of enemies, it's like yeah, a little bit tricky when they come around the corner like 100 meters away and hammer you with an AC or something. And bunch of light mechs are also pretty annoying if you are in that little more heavier mech section. But overall, I really love this game. I mean, the graphics are not like super impressive or something, but they do totally do their job. The special effects are pretty much what does make this game awesome. Especially when you're fighting like in the early, in the evening,
New target, Commander.
when it's about to get dark and stuff like that. Those special effects look so good. We're no mercenaries, we're pirates. Get your shit straight. Oh my god. That's a lot of heavily armored light mechs.
Target is on the field. Let's take it down.
Kind of panicked there, shouldn't have used.
Copy. Commander target is
Ah.
our target.
This one, please. Not the locust. Way too close to that explosion. Need to keep
I've lost the component.
him focused. Crap. I'm losing way too much parts. Or better said, I'm taking way too much damage on my mech. What actually is our objective here? Just destroying the enemy forces.
I'm in position, Commander. Relocated and scanning for hostiles.
There's still an enemy.
Copy on shared target.
Yeah. By the way, I turned on full ray tracing and everything as they added it with one of the later updates. I wanted to see how it looks. It looks pretty great compared to the regular lighting and everything. Or like, it's basically just a special effect lighting. But it does lack a bit due to that, but I still think it's pretty nice. And I should just keep shooting. Why do I stop? My heatsinks are handling this so well.
Commander, an unidentified dropship carrying active mech reactors just entered our combat zone.
Guten Tag Society. Blankenberg beaters. The people of Kirkbach will no longer stand by as you oppress our people. Shut down and submit to the tier, or be destroyed.
Okay, that's a problem, I guess.
Magnussen.
You know him?
Ja, his name is Hakan Magnussen, an old friend from the tier resistance of Rasalhague. Looks like he's become a bigger player in the movement since I last saw him.
So I guess we don't attack the ones with the yellow.
Things. Commander,
Edge.
our main objective is still to destroy the Guten Society. Try to avoid contact with the tier at all costs. I'll authorize a generous performance bonus if you manage to avoid excessive damage to the tier forces. They might not know it now, but they're our allies in all of this. They will be marked as a third force on your HUD.
Okay, that's
Avoid
making it
contact if
very
you can,
complicated.
but also don't let the Guten Society overwhelm them. If they force your hand, try to disable their mechs without destroying them.
Oh, it's a Crusader. I really gotta focus that one. Oh, he already has a broken leg. That's great. Let's keep shooting that. Maybe if we take out both the legs, we might... Nah, I don't have enough salvage point. Nice idea, won't work out though.
I'm reading half the primary targets destroyed. Keep this momentum going.
Okay, I feel like... Oh my god, this is not good.
Boom. Target mech destroyed.
Ah,
Target acquired.
don't shoot them, please.
Engaging commander's target.
Got to Damarol forces taking critical damage. You're almost there, Commander.
New target Thunderbolt.
Holy shit. Yeah, I really need to at least take out these guns, otherwise he will rip me apart.
Target acquired.
I already ripped me apart.
Attacking shared target.
And in theory, if I somehow would manage to just take out that
I'm
guy.
reading no more Gotted Damarol targets in the combat zone.
Acquired.
Good work. Head to the exfil site at the marked nav point.
I would love to do that,
A way
but
of
I
contacting
don't
this Magnussen.
think...
If my tier communication codes are still valid after all these years, I should be able
I will
to.
just try to run,
Why?
but probably I will take way too
I
much
don't
damage
want
like
another
that.
debacle like this to happen again. Make contact. Maybe there is some way we can help each other out here.
Hopefully
Okay.
we'll not lose one of
But
my
I need
mechs.
to warn you, Christian. Hakon is highly ambitious and self-serving. Be cautious around him. He'll likely sell you out if he feels it suits his personal needs.
I'll keep that in mind. Make the call. We'll see what he has to say first.
Oh,
We've got you, Commander. Prepare for extraction.
really nice first mission. This is totally new, like having friendly, non-friendly forces also fighting you. That's a nice twist. It makes this thing very complicated, actually. Hopefully I still get some extra money, because I took way too much damage. 2.3 million Siebel. It's not too great, as I took 2 million damage. Shit. I mean, most of the 2 million will probably be down to losing a component that was very expensive. Maybe the AC-10 on the Hunchback or something, that alone is 1 million. Oh, let's see. I really would love to have taken that Crusader, but yeah, no. 23 is a bit too much. Only very basic stuff here. Yeah. That was quite a bummer. I'm taking the taking the commander because I needed it for one of the side missions. Just gonna give it in for that reputational thing. Meh. Ay, 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 ay. That wasn't too good. Commander, again, I must thank you for your ability to adapt to an ever-changing situation. Thor and I have reached out to this Hakun Magnuson. He has provided further insight into the situation here through the eyes of the Rasalhague citizens. All three of us agree that the Gutta Dämmerung Society is... Sorry, Gutta Dämmerung Society is the primary threat to peace here on Kirchbach. But Haken has also suggested that first tire exposure to this operation is too great. In his words, the Rasalhague natives cannot afford to lose the first tire as an ally and a beacon of hope for our people. Reluctantly, Thor and I agree that our exposure to this plot puts the first tire under a tremendous amount of unnecessary risk. Therefore, I am transferring the remainder of your contract over to Magnuson to see the remainder of this mission through. Make your necessary repairs, then report to him for further briefing from here on out. I pray that you two will find a permanent solution to your mercenary issue. Alright, let's quickly give in that commando. For sadly not too much of great equipment, but at least I'm gonna get some more money than for just selling that bad boy. And we got this upgrade in case you would like to use it, but those things are very expensive to install. Let's have a check of the cantina here. And let's just take all of these missions as I still can do that. Nope. Okay, I cannot instantly finish any of those, which is pretty sad. Let's have a quick look at the equipment lying around in this sector. Maybe one of those, or maybe two. And one of those, just to have it. Gonna make sure I'm also safely set up on the ammo thing. 11 million is still good to go. Let's have a look at the mech market. Only crap. Any pilots to hire? Nothing too great for us. I mean, obviously we are aiming for the 60 or anything higher than 40 or 39. But at least 45. Otherwise it's not necessarily worth the change. But we will see. We will see. Okay. I think actually as this... Oh, hold on. I also need to repair. I lost the PPC, that's why it was so expensive. Crap. Yeah, and I even have to pay more. I think I might not be allowed to move around, do I? Hold on. Yeah, I cannot move around. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Okay, never mind. I still have to do the repairs, I have to do them. Even though it's way too expensive, and I really hate to do that. So much money lost. So much money lost. I didn't even lose the AC-10, I'm kind of confused here. That wasn't even as much damage as... Okay, never mind, never mind. This seems to have been less damage than what I was expecting, but okay. So yeah, what I was about to say, I wanted to end the episode, at least the first one, right here. I mean, it's only the first mission of the DLC, but the preparational phase and all that mission briefings and talking already made this quite long. I'm sorry it was a bit of a dry episode. Starting with the next episode, I will focus more on the actual battle missions, hopefully. Thanks for coming by, have a great day. Maybe leave a comment, like, or even subscribe. Make suggestions, maybe, on how to structure this better. Because it's my first playthrough of this kind, and I'm still kind of unsure what would be the best structurization if you would like to see like the mech customization parts and stuff like that. Alright, thank you very much. Have a great day and see you soon.